Evansville, it's time to get loud and say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
Evansville, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 6 Monster Jam superstars have been seated into an order based on a random draw. They're going to be racing the clock to see who can get around this Monster Jam track the fastest. The winner of this competition will end up with the first 6 points of the event. Evansville, I've got one question before we kick this event off. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Coming up first, all the way from Howell, Michigan, competing since 2021, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Monster Jam fans, while we have a break in the action, I need everyone's attention. Please keep in mind that each one of these red safety holds in front of you is built for your protection. So any of your belongings, that includes your clothing, your items, and even your limbs, legs and arms, please make sure that they are behind the safety holds. In order to continue with the event, we have to make sure everyone inside Ford Center is safe. Safety first, then fun next. Once again, keep everything that belongs to you behind the safety holds, please. And now that we're about to get started, there you see it, approaching the starting line, Terminal Velocity, waiting to see a second amber light on the staging lights before he can take off. Monster Jam fans, let's go green! Make some noise for Terminal Velocity with the time of 8.817. Your fastest time so far this afternoon. There you see once again up on the video board our first competitor during the JCB Racing competition, Terminal Velocity, with that time of 8.817, the fastest time so far to beat. Now coming up next, all the way from Williamsport, Maryland, competing since 2012. Let me hear you get loud for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. He's got that Monster Jam truck ready, approaching that starting line, once again keeping his eyes on those staging lights. He's got one amber light. He's looking for one more amber light. Let's go green! Put your hands together one more time for Gravedigger with the time of 10.119. Your fastest time still belongs to Terminal Velocity. There you see on the video board, Matt Cody, Gravedigger, taking a fast time of 10.119, but not fast enough. Fastest time still belongs to Terminal Velocity. Our next competitor coming in hot from Howell, Michigan. Let me hear you get loud one time for John Zimmer Sr., Zombie. One of our veteran drivers has been competing for quite some time, since 2005. Many accolades under his belt, and he's here representing Send It Motorsports. Let's go green! Let me see those zombie arms in the air. Make some noise one more time for Zombie with the time of 9.569. There you see right there, Zombie has managed to land in that second place spot so far during the JCB Racing competition, once again with the time of 9.569, but still that fastest time, 8.817, belongs to Terminal Velocity. Our next competitor coming in from Buffalo, New York. Let me hear you get loud for Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Like he said earlier, he wants to see everyone's arm in the air, pulling down that choo-choo train. He's approaching that starting line, as we said earlier, one of the fastest, if not the fastest, on this series so far. We've got both amber lights. Let's go green. There you have it again, one more time for Crazy Train, 9.553. Once again, that was Crazy Train with the 9.553. He's now made his way up to that second place spot right below Terminal Velocity. Our fifth competitor of the JCB Racing competition, all the way from Christmas, Florida. Let me hear you get loud one time for Miss Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. She's been competing since 2023. This is her first season in that Monster Jam unicorn truck, ready to smash the track. Let's go green. There you have it one more time for Sparkle Smash, 10.223. Once again, there you see it, Sparkle Smash rounding out the top five. There you see it, 10.223. Fastest time still belongs to Terminal Velocity, but we still have one more Monster Jam superstar. So Monster Jam fans, please help me welcome from Buffalo, New York, it's Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. He made his Monster Jam debut in Newark last year, 2024. He's been competing since 2023. Excited to come back out here on an arena series. There you see him approaching that starting line. We have two amber lights. Let's go green. Give it up one more time for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy, 9.920. Monster Jam fans, if you keep your eyes on the video board, the winner of the JCB Racing competition, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. He's now also taking home the first 6 points of this afternoon's event. There you see him walking out on the track. Monster Jam fans, fourth center, make some noise. Let's hype him up. Not only is he the leader currently on this series, but really starting off the competitions strong, starting off this event in Evansville strong this weekend. One more time, there he goes on the pod to meet Carlos, Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr., whether you're racing against the clock or you're racing against other competitors, you're back on the pod at the end of racing. You probably had the tightest turn coming around on this last bend. What's the key to making sure that you can get such a fast pass?
I was just trying to stay smooth and consistent. The dirt is doing exactly the opposite of what I thought it was going to do. It's really mushy and it's super wet. So I thought I was going to push a lot harder, so I entered that turn, the last turn, really tight, thinking I was going to push farther, and I was like, oh, we cut this thing tight. That fast had to have been passed, but an 8.8 second pass, that's extremely fast for this kind of setup.
I think that might be your fastest time this whole series. Incredible stuff. You were talking about the dirt. We're standing on it right now. This pod is becoming deconstructed. How is that going to affect your strategy for the two-wheel skills challenge?
Well, we've already roughed it up, so now it's actually getting more grip. We got gnarly ruts in these turns. It's going to work out great for us. We got the pod a little bit roughed up. It's going to create some good stuff for us out here. We got two-wheel coming up. We're going to get these trucks up on the nose, up on the rear, sidewalls, upside down. It's going to get wild. We're just getting started, Evansville. Let me hear you make some noise.
Monster Jam fans, keep your eyes up on that video board. There you see so far the BKT overall event leaderboard point standings. We have a John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity really dominating essentially during that first competition. The only Monster Jam driver to cross that 8-second time limit. But there you see right behind him in second, Crazy Train with 5 points. Zombie rounding out the top 3 with 4, and then rounding out the bottom 3 right now, Plain Crazy, Gravedigger, and Sparkle Smash. But keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, there's still 2 more competitions during this afternoon's event. But before we keep going, we have a break in the action. I just made a new friend. Can you turn around? Look that way for me. This is Dylan. Come on over here, Dylan. Can you wave at everyone? Say hi, Monster Jam. Can you say hi? Say hi, Monster Jam. She said no, but she's going to play a game. It's going to be awesome. So we have a really cool game coming up right now. Let's take a look at the video board and see if you can guess the winner of this next race. So there you see it at the starting line. We have Zombie, as well as JCB Dickatron and Sparkle Smash. Which Monster Jam truck do you think is going to win?
Sparkle Smash.
You think it's gonna be Sparkle Smash? Ford Center, what do you all think? You think it's gonna be Sparkle Smash? All right, well, Dylan, let's take a look and see who's gonna take home the lead. There you see it. They're taking off. There we see JCB Dickatron in the lead coming around that first corner. But if you keep looking, Zombie has now managed to cross over into that top spot. Can Sparkle Smash manage to get past those 2 Monster Jam trucks? Let's see. It looks like she can. Can she maintain that first position spot? She can. She crossed that finish line first, which means, Dylan, you got that answer right, and which also means I want to give you a prize. Can you close your eyes for me? Cover your eyes for me. Yeah, there we go. Keep those eyes closed. Okay, can you open them now? Check this out. You get to take home your very own starter set from Monster Jam with some of these Monster Jam trucks. Now, Monster Jam fans, keep in mind, if you want to get your hands on something like this, not only can you check out our merchandise stand, but you can also go to monsterjam.com. Dylan, can I have a high five? That's right. Ford Center, please make some noise one more time for Dylan. Monster Jam fans, take a look up at the video board right now. The next competition coming up is the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Keep in mind that this is where you all get to play a pivotal role in helping us crown our champion. Now keep in mind that each one of these Monster Jam superstars will only have 2 attempts only to do 2 two-wheel maneuvers. And you can see some of these maneuvers like stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and moonwalks. Keep in mind right now, you want to make sure you go ahead and scan the QR code up on the video board. That'll take you to judgeszone.com. So at the end of each one of these runs, you'll be ready to go ahead and cast your score alongside our expert judge.
Monster Jam stopping, that's what we're trying to balance. The front 2 tires of the Monster Jam truck. You gotta come up to the approach. You can't go too fast, but you can't go too slow. Just gotta give it that right amount of throttle. And then the truck will just come up on its end, and from there, you just gotta stay calm, go back and forth between the shifter, walk it forward, walk it back, and you even get a nice little trick out of it.
A moonwalk is where we get the truck up on its nose and actually walk it back and forth, possibly up a ramp or doing crazy little stunts to try and get into maybe a combo.
Bicycle is when you can get the Monster Jam truck on the 2 wheels and ride it like a bicycle.
Like I said earlier, Monster Jam fans, coming up next is the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, where you get to play a pivotal role in helping us crown that BKT overall event champion alongside our expert score. And for a closer look at how you can do it during this competition, let's kick it down to Carlos.
That's right, Unissa. You guys are not just spectators here. You guys are official fan judges. Remember, you're going to go to judgeszone.com. These ribbon boards all around the arena are going to turn red. Judgeszone.com. You're going to type in that code EVA for Evansville. And then once those 2 attempts are complete, you've got 20 seconds to lock in those scores. You and our expert judge will help crown our champion. Remember the criteria, guys? Count both attempts in your score. Score fairly and accurately during this next competition. But all right, you guys did such a good job during the first one. Let's hear it one more time for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge.
There you see it coming up first. We have Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Check out the verticality on that stoppie, balancing that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on those front 2 BKT tires. 1 attempt, he still has 1 more attempt to go. Sending that Monster Jam truck forward and balancing once again on those front 2 BKT tires.
All right, looks like that will do it. 20 seconds. It looks like scoring is open. Make some noise. Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy.
Keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, that Montana Robbins has only been competing since 2023. So coming out here and demonstrating what you see up there on the super glue glued to the action replay honestly means he has really been making sure he's focused on those technical skills. Not only did he manage to land a stoppie, but he backed it up across that pod. But let's see what you gave him at judgeszone.com. A great first score, and your score to beat, 8.123. One more time for Plain Crazy. Coming up next, once again, our 2015 Arena Wheelie of the Year, it's Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Nothing but balance once again from Matt Cody. He's been in the sport for quite some time, since 2012, demonstrating just why he knows what he's doing behind the wheel of that black and green wrecking machine. That was his first attempt. He still has one more attempt to go.
Setting it back down. Let's hear it for the black and green wrecking machine, Matt Cody, Gravedigger.
Once again, coming out here and demonstrating why he is so technically skilled and controlled. We saw 2 attempts at stoppies. This second one, though, he got up onto that pod and then managed to add a little bit of a combination nose wheelie as he completely walked that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck across the pod. There you see it, Matt Cody out of his window, excited about that last run. But was it enough? Currently, the score to beat belongs to Plain Crazy with an 8.123. And the score for Gravedigger is, we have a new leader, 8.555. Give it up one more time for Gravedigger. Coming out next, our next competitor and one of our leading ladies in the sport. Please help me welcome Sparkle Smash. There you saw it again, a successful stoppie, but the first we've seen this weekend from Jamie Sullivan. Very successful. She still has one more attempt to go.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open. Laying it all out on the track. Make some noise. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
Monster Jam fans, I said it earlier before we kicked off the competitions this afternoon, Jamie Sullivan is really going to have to send it during the two-wheel skills challenge if she wants to dominate this afternoon and possibly take home that BKT overall. There you see on the video board, super glued to the action replay, a successful stoppie for that first attempt, and even for her second attempt, she managed to land in a stoppie and walked that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck across the pod, but couldn't quite land on all four BKT tires. Right now, currently your score to beat belongs to Gravedigger with an 8.555. And the score for Sparkle Smash is enough for second place, 8.152. Give it up one more time for Sparkle Smash.
Monster Jam fans, I don't know if you guys remember, but she was actually our St. Jude interview earlier on this, during trackside. So this is a good opportunity for us to remind you guys that we're still looking to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. You'll see a QR code on the screen. You can scan that and donate to an awesome cause, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We're partnering up with them. And we're doing something fun. We're gonna try to see how many donations we can get assigned to each driver and then crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. So we got the QR code there, the leaderboard there. Stick around, because during freestyle, we'll let you guys know another update.
Monster Jam fans, keep in mind that Monster Jam is proud to partner and support St. Jude. When we spoke with Jamie Sullivan earlier, she made sure she let you all know that 100% of the proceeds will go ahead to all of those families in need to make sure they cover their housing, their food, their travel, and so much more. There you see her out on the track, not only having dominated during the two-wheel skills challenge, but proud of that run. So Monster Jam fans, while you can, make sure you head on over to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, because like they said, if every family here today donated $1, we can make a huge impact on the lives of so many children at St. Jude. So help Monster Jam support St. Jude's mission of finding cures, saving children by donating now, and help make drivers crown the St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. Monster Jam fans, let me hear you get loud if you want to see some more two-wheel skills action. Now, I know we can do better than that, Ford Center. Let me hear you get loud one time. Monster Jam fans, keep your attention up on the video board right here so far during the two-wheel skills challenge. On the leaderboard, Gravedigger is in the lead right now, 8.555. Sparkle Smash, 8.152. And Playing Crazy, 8.123. But we have yet to see any of these superstars cross that 9-point threshold. Keep in mind, we still have 3 more Monster Jam superstars ready to come out here and smash the track. So if you want to see some more action, Ford Center, make some noise. Just want to give a quick shout out to our technicians out on the floor, making sure Sparkle Smash can refire to go ahead off this track, because we want to make sure we check her out in the back to make sure she's good to come back for our final competition, Monster Jam Freestyle. We'll see in a moment if she can refire. But one more time, let's just shout out our technicians out on the track. Monster Jam fans, put your hands together for them. Without them, we wouldn't know what to do here at Monster Jam. Looks like she refired, and she can drive off this track. Looks like we'll probably see Sparkle Smash for more action later on. Our fourth competitor of the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Let me hear you get loud for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. First attempt at reverse popper into a little bit of an attempt of a stoppy combination. He still has one more attempt to go. Check out that combination stoppy. Back and forth, not once, not twice, but 3 times, bouncing forward and backward on those BKT tires. The longest combination we've seen so far. And he sends it a 4th time, Monster Jam fans.
Giving us all the G-force we can handle, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Back and forth.
I've got to say, Monster Jam fans, it's moves like that are a testament as to why, in just 3 short years after being our rising star of the year, he is currently leading this series. Go ahead right now and score at judgeszone.com while you still have some time on the clock. There you see him. He's out of that Monster Jam truck, excited for taking home 1 competition win so far, but let's see if what he did was enough. Currently, your score to beat belongs to Gravedigger with an 8.555. And the score for Terminal Velocity is... There we see it, another new leader, 9.255. One more time, Terminal Velocity. Coming out next, please help me welcome back to the track, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. First attempt, first attempt. Crazy Train still has one more attempt to go.
It is time to lock in those scores, going absolutely off the rails. Give it up, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Less than 20 seconds to lock in those scores. EVA is the code. You know what to do.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. He is looking to take home possibly a skills challenge win right here in Crazy Train. He's been competing since 2018. He's a second generation driver. We like to see him come out here in multiple Monster Jam trucks. As a fun fact, we've seen him in other ones, but we want to see what he takes home in Crazy Train. Let's see if what he did was enough. The score for Crazy Train is enough for fifth place, 4.595. One more time for Crazy Train. Our sixth and final competitor of the two-wheel skills challenge. Let me see those zombie arms in the air for John Zimmer Sr., Zombie. First attempt, he still has one more to go.
Can't kill what's already dead, John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Last Monster Jam truck, make your voice known. Lock in those scores right now at judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, that's the first time this afternoon we've seen a sky wheelie here in Evansville. That second attempt during the two-wheel skills challenge. Once again, a sky wheelie where the goal of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck is to go as high as it can, as vertically as it can. But let's see if that was enough at judgeszone.com. The score right now is enough for fifth place for Zombie, 5.189, which means the winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Once again, taking home the next 6 points of this afternoon. There you see him, proud of that run, coming out here onto the track. So far, he's been undefeated this afternoon in Evansville.
Undefeated indeed. 2 competitions up, 2 competitions down. You're getting close to that sweep. What can we expect during freestyle? Can you hang on and get the clean sweep?
It's definitely going to be hard to. This lineup is insane. This entire series is super competitive. So take 2 of the 3 competitions, clean sweeping them so far. I could probably pick up that third, make it a full clean sweep on the event. I'm just happy to take these 2. You guys, fans, have been amazing so far this afternoon. We're almost done, halfway through. We got more coming at you.
It's going to be exciting to see what else you pull off. I asked you about the track earlier. You seem to be handling it well. Any adjustments going into halftime to make sure that you can do the best freestyle you can?
Well, like I was talking about earlier, it's super squishy dirt out here. That just means we're going to have to drive these things harder and harder for you fans. Hit these jumps as hard as we can in freestyle. That's the best part. That's what I look forward to. Freestyle, final event of the competition. It's going to be great, guys. We got halftime coming up. Then we got FMX up next. Those boys are wild. Wilder than me in my truck. They do those backflips, crazy stuff. Only get louder for them, guys. Thank you guys so much. We're halfway through. What do you guys think?
Make some noise, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. Congratulations again to John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, so far sweeping the afternoon, which means now we have one more competition after halftime. It's officially halftime right now, so go ahead on out to the concourse, stretch your legs, grab a snack, or even hit up our merchandise stands, but don't be gone for too long, because like we said, coming up in just a bit, Carlos Sparks will be back with a halftime report with all the latest breaking news and events that's taking place right now in the pit area. Also, keep in mind, we have some high-flying action from our US FMX team. We'll see you in just a minute.
Evansville, get those phones ready because you guys are about to see some of the most high-flying tricks in Monster Jam. We've got 3 amazing FMX riders. Right now what they're doing is they're getting warmed up. They're making sure the bikes are good to go, making sure they're used to the track, making sure the ramp is set to where they want. They're gonna start off with a couple of warm-up tricks, and then we'll move on to the best trick competition, where all of you guys are gonna get put to work, and you guys will crown our champion. Looks like they're lining up for their first warm-up trick. Right now, we got 3 competitors. First up, Alex Damlow. Coming up strong with a seat grab variation. Coming up next, Nick Desmond. Last but not least, on that signature green bike, TJ Tiffany. Even the warm-up tricks are as high-flying and as crazy as what you're gonna see. Looks like they're coming up for round number 2. Here we go. Massive whip from Alex Damlow. Superman, a seat grab Indy from Nick Desmond. TJ Tiffany, what you got? The Slammin' Salmon. The double grab from Alex Damlow. They're upping the ante. Start paying attention now. What do you like? What's creative? What's big air? We're gonna need it on our best trick competition. One hand on the bike from Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany. Laying it all the way back with the lazy boy. Only a couple jumps left. Let's see what we got. I don't know if you guys saw that section 106, giving you guys a shout out in the air with only one hand on the bike. Nick Desmond said, I got a double grab variation for you as well. TJ Tiffany with the backflip. All right, Evansville, I got a question for you. Did you guys enjoy that so far? That is what I'm talking about. So if you guys like that, I'm gonna prep you guys right now because you guys are gonna be our judges. You guys are gonna crown our champion on our next competition. Take your phones out, go to judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, because here's the way this next competition is gonna go down. Each of our riders will have one attempt and one attempt only to start on one side, jump this Monster Jam pod, and land while doing their best trick to impress all of you guys here at the Ford Center. Once they land, you'll have less than 20 seconds to lock in those scores. So are you guys ready? Riders, are you guys ready to go? All right, let's make some noise for the best trick competition.
All right, Monster Jam fans, keep in mind the louder you get, the bigger they go. Coming up first during the best trick competition, make some noise for Alex Damlow. Sporting that Honda CRF 450R, he's only 27 years old, all the way from Hutchinson, Minnesota. He's been riding 4 years professionally. There you see him excited to be here in Evansville with all of you Monster Jam fans. Let's see what he does for you.
Scoring is open. No feet on the bike. Make some noise, Alex Damlow. Less than 20 seconds. Locking those scores. Judgeszone.com.
One of the best parts about motorsports is that you never know what these superstars are going to do. I've actually not even seen Alex Damlow complete that trick in the past. It's moves like that have him featured as an ATV Big Air Tour competitor, but let's see what you gave him at judgeszone.com. A great score, 7.473. New score to beat. One more time for Alex Damlow. Our next competitor for the best trick competition, make some noise for Nick Desmond. Sporting that Yamaha YZ250 all the way from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's looking for you all to make some noise. He's been riding pro for 19 years. This is his 4th season with Monster Jam, so it's no secret how well he knows this ramp. But let's see what he does for you.
Nick Desmond, Evansville, make some noise. I don't know if you guys caught that, letting completely go of that bike. Less than 20 seconds left. Lock in those scores. Evansville, what did you think?
You know, Evansville, it's moves like that that have made Nick Desmond Florida's ride or die mag cover story for March 2022. But let's see if what he just did was enough at judgeszone.com. We have a new leader taking that first place spot, 8.605. One more time for Nick Desmond. All right, Monster Jam fans, we have our third and final competitor of the best trick competition. He wants you to get loud one time. It's TJ Tiffany. He's on that Kawasaki KX450 all the way from Orlando, Florida. He prides himself on being an international stunt rider. And in fact, some of his credits include Avengers Endgame, Bad Boys Ride or Die, and so much more.
TJ Tiffany with the backflip. Make some noise, Ford Center. Less than 20 seconds left to decide. Will that be enough to take down Nick Desmond? Only you can decide. Judgeszone.com.
TJ Tiffany, pretty proud of that backflip. There you saw him on the track sporting that wheelie. But let's see if what he did was enough. Currently, your score to beat belongs to Nick Desmond with an 8.605. And the score for TJ Tiffany is 9.327, which means your winner of the best trick competition, TJ Tiffany.
Congratulations to TJ Tiffany. What a competition. But you guys have some left for a little bit more. You gotta wanna show them some more tricks. Evansville, do you wanna see some more FMX? That's what I thought. So we got one last thing to do, and this is gonna be crazy. Get those phones out right now, because we're about to do the FMX Grand Finale. So here's the way it's gonna work. These guys are gonna line up, go back to back to back, showing you the coolest tricks they can do, getting as close as possible. We ready to go? All right, well, I'm gonna get out of the way. Make some noise for the Grand Finale. Ford Center, you've seen them go one by one. Right now, they are lining up. They are deciding just how close they can be. What are they gonna do? Get your phones out right now, because this one is gonna look awesome on your social media. Check this out. Back to back to back. Now, I'm looking at them right now. They're turning around. That's not it, Evansville. You want to see some more? Well, I've been around these guys for a little while. I know that every time they do this Grand Finale, they step it up. You're not going to want this next one. Grand Finale number 2. Kicking it off with a heart attack, followed by 2 more seat grab variations. All right, Evansville, I think they got a message for you. This is it. Ford Center, follow my lead. One more time. One more time. One more time. And those were your superstars of USFMX. Alex Damlow, Nick Desmond, and your winner, TJ Tiffany. All right, I'm here on the pod with your FMX winner, TJ. Did you know after going after those 2 strong first hits, did you know you had to bust out the backflip to take this competition win?
I was feeling it out. The guys are definitely riding exceptionally well today. We got some muddy conditions. We're making the most of it. And, man, I'm just pumped to come out here on top. You guys picked me. That's great.
How does it feel to be riding your dirt bike, still living the dream for so many years? You ride it in competitions, you ride it in movies. Talk to us just about what it means to take another win in your long career.
There's nothing else like it. I'm definitely living my dream up here, riding dirt bikes with my best friends, getting to travel the world with the Monster Jam family. There's nothing else like it at all. Like movie work, all of that. This is live in front of a crowd. You got to be on your game, and I got to give it up to my mom and dad. I would never be here if it wasn't for them taking me riding 4 or 5 days a week and leading into this. There's nothing else like it.
And the proof is in the pudding. They still have way more Monster Jam actions. What do you want to leave these Evansville fans with as we come into the second half?
Oh, man, just if you wanted to live your dream, follow your dreams, practice, wear all the protective equipment, listen to your mom and dad. They got Monster Jam Freestyle coming up next. It's going to be awesome. Let's hear it.
Evansville, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise one more time for Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. And go ahead right now to judgeszone.com. This is your first opportunity to score during the freestyle run. There you see on the video board, conveniently for you, is that QR code to get you to judgeszone.com. Keep in mind at the end of each one of these runs, you have only 20 seconds on that clock, a little less now. It looks like scores are coming to a close. There you see him proud on the Monster Jam track of that run. But was it enough for you? It looks like he got a score of 6.845. Holding down that first place spot, your score to beat. One more time, Crazy Train. You know that sound, so that means you know what to do with those arms. Let me see them, Monster Jam fans, and make some noise for John Zimmer Sr., Zombie.
You know what to do. Arms in the air for John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie. Big air, lots of speed, even a save in there. Let us know what you thought at judgeszone.com.
You know, it's moves like that that have really kept John Zimmer Sr. in the game since 2005, taking home multiple accolades in his career and representing Send It Motorsports, which is just what he did in that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. But was it enough? Currently, your score to beat belongs to Crazy Train, and the score for Zombie is We have a new leader, 7.461, your new score to beat. Coming up next, our 2024 Arena Series West champion. Make some noise, a rising star of the year, make some noise, Sparkle Smash.
Down, but definitely not out, roaring back into the freestyle competition, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Remember, this is it. Every point matters. Judgeszone.com, Evansville.
You know, Carlos, I was so excited to see Sparkle Smash come back out here to smash the track. I misspoke. She's our 2024 Rising Star of the Year, and she just demonstrated exactly why she has that accolade under her belt, especially only being in her 3rd season this year. But let's see if what she just did was enough. The score for Sparkle Smash is... It sure is. We have another new leader, 7.538. New score to beat.
Monster Jam fans, let's take a look at the video board. We've had quite an amount of lead changes. Right now, Sparkle Smash sitting in first with a 7.5. After that, we've got Zombie 7.461. And then you guys gave Crazy Train a 6.8. Plenty more competition left in the freestyle competition. Let's find out who's coming up next. Get those arms outstretched. Show us the airplane wings. It's Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy. clock is paused. A couple seconds left. Let's see if he can refire and continue the end of his run. Waiting on word from our Monster Jam officials. Will he be able to continue? He's already crossed that threshold to get a score. Looks like that will do it. You know what? Make some noise for that freestyle run. Montana Robbins playing crazy. Several hits, did cross that threshold. That means he is eligible for a score. EVA, scan that QR code, lock in those scores.
And keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, while you are scoring at judgeszone.com, you want to look out for this criteria, wow factors, making sure that each Monster Jam superstar touches at least one corner of the middle pod on the track, and then so many other combinations of technical skills that you saw earlier. Let's see if what Playing Crazy did for you was enough to land them in the top spot. The score for Playing Crazy is enough for third place, 7.046. Score to beat still belongs to Sparkle Smash. One more time, make some noise. Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy. Monster Jam fans, you hear the sound and you see those red headlights. Please help me welcome Matt Cody, driving Grave Digger. Check out that stoppie, sending that Monster Jam truck into the front during the freestyle run.
Scoring is open. Scoring is open for the black and green wrecking machine. Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Less than 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Tell us what you thought. Crown our champion.
Monster Jam fans, not only did we see some of the biggest air all afternoon from Matt Cody, but he managed to save that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. I don't know about you, but I was on the edge of my seat as well. And we even saw an incredible attempt at a stoppie, showing off his technical skills and why he's been in the game since 2012. But was that enough? Currently, your score to beat belongs to Sparkle Smash with a 7.538. And the score for Gravedigger is, we have a new leader, 9.244 goes to Gravedigger. What an incredible run we just saw, but we still have one more competitor. So far, he's been undefeated this weekend in Evansville. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. off the balance, also coming out here on this Monster Jam track to show off his technical skills, sending that Monster Jam truck on those front 2 BKT tires.
Hold on to those seats because John Zimmer Jr. has reached terminal velocity. Will he get the clean sweep or will somebody else take him down? You decide at judgeszone.com.
Like I've said before, this series is stacked with the absolute best in Monster Jam. So far, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity has taken home not only the JCB Racing competition and the two-wheel skills competition, he's looking for another win. And as you see on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, he was non-stop. A few attempts at some two-wheel maneuvers, and finally at the very end, last moment, there you see it, picture-perfect verticality from Terminal Velocity. But was that enough to land him in the top spot at judgeszone.com? Currently, your score to beat belongs to Matt Cody in Gravedigger with a 9.244. And the score for Terminal Velocity is enough for second place, 8.399, which means your winner of Freestyle is Gravedigger. He's taking home that final 6 points for this afternoon's event. Monster Jam fans, although he took home this last win, was that enough to land him with the overall event championship? So far, with the JCB Racing competition, 6 points, two-wheel skills challenge, 6 points, freestyle competition, 5 points, overall event total of 17 points. Your overall event champion is Terminal Velocity. In just a moment, you'll have the opportunity to hear once again from Terminal Velocity. There he is outside of that Monster Jam truck, excited about that last run. We heard from him earlier, and he said he was not going to let anything come in the way of him continuing to dominate this series. One more time, make some noise, Ford Center, John Zimmer Jr.
John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity didn't get the clean sweep, but mathematically dominated, got another overall, making a statement at the end of your freestyle run. You knew that that's what it was going to take to make sure you took home another win.
I was sitting in the back watching everybody go. Everyone's laying down some killer runs for this track. It's definitely super tricky. Matt had a pretty sweet save, pretty pass vertical. Sky wheelie had him reverse. Man, that was a sweet save by Matt. I knew if I came out, laid down a decent run, might put me in the running for the overall. Here we go. We got it.
One event down here in Evansville. 2 more to go. How's the truck running? You good to go? How you feeling? You still got more left for this weekend?
I'm feeling good. Just getting warmed up for the weekend. We got 2 more. We'd love to see you guys at it. But this afternoon was absolutely incredible. Thank you, fans, for coming out, filling the stands, pumping us drivers up, letting us entertain you for the afternoon. It means the world to us. So thank you, Evansville, coming and spending your afternoon with us. We got 1 more tonight. Hopefully to see you there.
Evansville, your overall event champion, Terminal Velocity.
Congratulations one more time to John Zimmer Jr. for taking home that overall event championship once again in Terminal Velocity. It was exciting to see him out on this Monster Jam track in Evansville, Indiana with all of you incredible fans. That'll do it for the event this afternoon, but keep in mind, we still have 1 more tonight. As you're heading on out, feel free to stop on by our merchandise stands, grab a snack for the road, so much more. On behalf of myself, everyone at Feld Entertainment, and my co-host, Carlos Sparks, we hope you had fun, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.